Hello, my name is Charlene DeChico. Join with me as I embark on this journey. This is your Community Spotlight.
Hi, my name is Anthony, and I work at the Newtown Napa. I've been here about 13 or 14 years. I worked for Joe for a while now. The owner of Napa, Joe, he opened his business back in 1986. Worked here quite a while by himself. Probably started 2010 is when he started hiring people to work for him. And then now, to 2025, we have a full crew. The last 14 years I've seen is the city and the tribe working together to come together with cleaner property like park, recreational stuff. I've noticed a lot of parks and civic centers, I'm assuming, would be like coming together, more community oriented. Newtown's a great town because we got a really big lake, lots of boat docks. If you're really big into boating, fishing, or just, I guess, outdoor in general, it's probably a good town to be around. With boating season coming up, we have a full line for batteries and jump packs, and we also carry stuff for like boat oil, for general maintenance on boats and lawnmowers. We actually are getting ready to start selling our Toro line for riding mowers and push mowers. Coming into the season, you might want to think about doing your basic maintenance on mowers and boats, like oil changes, spark plugs, air filters, you name it. I'm Anthony from Napa, Newtown. Come on down and visit us. With our lawnmowers that we sell with Toros, we have Titans, which are like these ones. They're the middle in between, kind of like in between residential and commercial. We have the bigger, more commercial zoned lawnmowers. Mainly we get those ones in for people that have a lot of land. And then we also sell like garden tillers or garden equipment. So we have the front facing tiller, we have a rear facing tiller, you got your push mowers. Mainly the first thing we ask is how big of a lawn are you cutting, and then we kind of base it off of how large your lawn is. And then we kind of go over like platforms. We'll bring you guys out and look at them, and you can sit on them, listen to them. We'll turn them on. If you're not sure what to get, just come on down. We'll try to help pick you out a good one.
Hi, this is Julie at the Newtown City Library, and today we have painting canvases with Cassidy. This is one of our programs that we have at the Newtown City Library. We have wonderful turnout. We just love community library people who just love our library. It's awesome. They are painting what they see on the screen, but they're also can do their own take on it. So it doesn't have to be exactly what it is. It's for beginners. It's for people who painted before. It's just it's just fun. We enjoy having events like this at the library because It promotes community involvement, fellowship, and it's always good to be with friends and meet new friends. Absolutely, we hope to see everyone next time.
The Newtown Chamber presents Four Bears Legacy Foundation, located inside the Edgewater Golf and Country Club in Newtown. Luis and his wife Marie have been cooking for over 20 years and recently partnered with Councilman White and Four Bears segment to bring their amazing home-cooked food to Newtown, featuring an all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Sunday mornings with many delicious breakfast items to choose from. They are also offering breakfast a la carte as an alternative option. A full menu is currently offered 6 days a week at the Country Club, including burgers, sandwiches, fries, and traditional, authentic Mexican cuisine, including tacos being served at the next business after hours, presented by the Newtown Chamber and catered by the Four Bears Legacy Foundation. That's Thursday, May 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Edgewater Country Club. Stop by Four Bears Legacy Foundation for breakfast or lunch, and don't forget to register your business with the Newtown Chamber and be featured here on Community Spotlight.
Hello, my name is Rhonda Medicine Crow. I am the Native Connections Director here at Elba Woods Memorial Health Center. The Native Connections program is a program designated for youth 12 to young adult 24 for suicide and substance abuse prevention. Last month, our program was able to focus on vaping awareness. We brought vaping awareness campaigns to all the schools here in MHA Nation, and the youth were able to design a possible future billboard design that we will be placing up within the MHA community on one of the billboards. So I just wanted to be able to share with you some of the designs that our wonderful creative youth here in MHA Nation designed. We will be picking one to actually go up on a billboard, so we're really excited for that. This is one of them, which came from our partial school district. They talk about vaping, fresh air over flavored air. We thought that was beautiful. Another entry we had was from Devon Moore, 9th grader at Partial High School. These were just beautiful. We were so excited, and we love the creativity of our youth. Your future is bright. Don't let vaping dim the light. How awesome is that? We just received a huge batch from our Twin Butte segment. So Olivia Howling Wolf did Our Lungs Deserve Better. And I'll just show a couple because there's a ton here. Don't smoke, do sports. You can change the world. Our job is really to be able to get the information out there in such topics as vaping, and so our youth have informed knowledge and they're educated on the outcomes of vaping. We're able to get in there and talk with the students about vaping, talking about prevention, talking about how to make mental health accessible when there may be situations in life that they're not talking about it with others. We really try to provide that safe space for our youth to be able to acknowledge all their decisions, and so that they can make informed decisions throughout their life on how they want to implement health and wellness in their lives and in the lives of their families. So kids, our youth are instrumental in changing our world. So we love to be able to give that information to our kids. So that's what we did this last month. Vaping awareness, just getting the kids, give them knowledge. What does vaping look like? What are the health risk factors when it comes to vaping? What other choices can we make when it comes to vaping? Letting youth know that sometimes people use vaping as a coping strategy, but vaping actually increases anxiety and stresses in people's lives. And at the end of the day, people can come out with severe health risks to their lungs and life. A lot of times we don't know what's in the vape, and vaping companies really target our youth with the flavors, the colors of the vape pens, the styles. In the beginning, it was portrayed as something that was safer than cigarettes. Today, we know that vaping is so much more lethal. What we get from one cigarette, it could have 12 times that amount in a vape pen. With one puff, 2 puffs, it's detrimental to our youth. The younger they start, the worse it is health-wise for outcome. So we just really want to give our kids that opportunity, that choice in life, to make as informed decision as possible.
I'm Terry Clayton.
And I'm Tara Clayton. This will be our 9th anniversary this summer. We reopened
in 2016, June of 2016. It's a full-service restaurant and bar, specializing in steaks.
All of our food is quality, high quality. That's our focus. So all of our patties are fresh, not frozen. They're with a local butcher here in North Dakota. We also have our prime rib that we make ourselves. We cut our own steaks and season our own meat for prime rib specials and fillies, etc. So quality is number one here. This is where we will have our bingo on Wednesday nights, and then we do the chicken shit bingo outside in the summer.
Originally, we came up from Arizona.
Over the years, I've witnessed and seen so much growth and opportunity here in this area.
Sakakawea has a rich history of, it's very well known, obviously, for its walleye fishing, and we get people from all over the country come here to stay with us at the hotel or at the cabins.
Yeah, North Dakota is a beautiful state, but we like to think that we have something very unique and special here in this little niche in Van Hook, proper right next to Newtown.
Hello, my name is Rhonda Medicine Crow. I work here at the Elbowitz Memorial Health Center for the Native Connections program. I'm the director, and something that we like to focus on when we go to the schools throughout MHA Nation is protective factors. Protective factors are things that protect us throughout our life against risk factors. So some of the protective factors, which we also like to call our sources of strength, are in our handy dandy frisbee that we like to take to the schools. So we say some of our sources of strength come in the form of mental health services, family support, positive friends, mentors, healthy activities, generosity, of course, spirituality, and physical health. We try to instill in our kids ideas on how they can achieve or access these strengths in their lives. We make sure to focus in on a strength every time we go out there, how we can incorporate some of these strengths when it comes to such things as bullying, substance abuse, self-harm, suicide, alcohol, just anything that would put harm in their way or in their lives. We love to teach them coping mechanisms that will be able to enhance these strengths that they have. And sometimes if they don't acknowledge or understand how these strengths can really protect them, we love to be able to inform our youth about what is going on when we talk about our sources of strength and how they can continue to keep us in a safe and well space so that they can live their full and healthy lives. We like to talk to them, when we say mentors, we ask the kids, do you have a mentor in your life? An adult, somebody that they can talk to. Sometimes it's not always their parent. It could be a grandparent, it could be an aunt, it could be an uncle. In some of our schools, it's the superintendent. We have great superintendents out there. Sometimes they're able to talk to one of our community leaders. Sometimes it's a counselor at the school or a teacher. It's been a janitor at times. It's been an SRO. So when we talk about mentors, they say kids need at least one supportive adult in their life, and it could change their life forever. That one supportive adult can be the person that can help guide them towards healthy activities. That healthy adult could be the one to mentor them and talk to them about family support. Whether that family is a chosen family, their biological family, a foster family, we really just want to provide that space for the kids to acknowledge all the components of strength that they have in their life and how they can build upon it. So that's one of the things that we do here at Native Connections. Again, in the schools, even our youth groups in the communities. So, additionally, one of the things we talk to our youth and our families about is addiction. One of the top topics here in our community is the struggle with opioid use and abuse. So what we encourage families to do is to make sure that they have access to life-saving mechanisms like Narcan available to them. We try to get out and educate our youth and families about the benefits of having Narcan and understanding how Narcan can help save a life. You can actually get Narcan from the Elba Woods Memorial Health Center. You can receive training through our wonderful pharmacist, Donna Beer, who's out of Twin Buttes, but she consistently puts on Narcan trainings throughout MHA Nation. We have known that Narcan significantly reduces the deaths of overdoses. So we bring the topic of Narcan to the forefront of discussion with our families because there are times that we've acknowledged that substance abuse, addiction, and opioid abuse is not a topic that a lot of people feel comfortable with it. Some families don't want to acknowledge that somebody in there that they love has addiction or an opioid use disorder. And we try to get information regarding opioid use and abuse out because it's better to have Narcan available and ready for use than not. Because sometimes when it becomes an emergency and you don't have Narcan available, it could be the outcome is detrimental to our family members. So we want to be able to provide our families with the information and have Narcan available. And again, you guys could get Narcan at your Elba Woods Memorial Health Center in the pharmacy. You can talk to professionals. We do have the TOR program, the Tribal Opioid Response Program within Elba Woods Memorial Health Center. If somebody is struggling with opioids, we have a lot of resources and partner agencies that can additionally help. Our main thought process revolving around this is being able to talk about it, being able to admit sometimes, and not that it's a failure on our end or anybody's end, but to acknowledge that addiction truly exists. We have wonderful programs. We have wonderful case managers in the behavioral health department that can help navigate the process, the care coordination of getting families to the help they need. But of course, Narcan, we suggest every household, whether you know somebody's using or not, to be able to have access to this. Another program we have if you're dealing with grief and loss is our grief and loss support groups that we host in White Shield once a month on a Friday, usually towards the end of the month at the Ralph Wells building, for families who are experiencing or going through grief and loss or just want to hang out with a couple of awesome community members for support. We have youth groups in Mandaree at the Mandaree segment and Newtown segment for youth bi-monthly. So if you're interested in getting in contact with the Native Connections program or becoming a community champion, or you have a youth that might benefit for some of our programs, we welcome all of our MHA community family members to come to the Elba Woods Memorial Health Center Behavioral Health Department, check in with myself, Rhonda Medicine Crow, or our educator coordinator, Sarah, or our behavioral health case manager, Eric Cutler, to get in tune with what's going on with Native Connections. We have a Facebook page. You can contact our cell phone, 701-421-3515. You can directly call our behavioral health department, 701-627-7777, to reach any of the staff members here for services. We would love to have you aboard. There are so many opportunities that you can make and have with our communities to promote those healthy activities that are drug and alcohol free, that fit into health and wellness, promoting generosity, spirituality, family, healthy activities that are available to our community members. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're always available. We work Monday through Friday, and oftentimes on the weekends. We work strongly, interdependently with one another, and we come together in unity for the wellness of our families. Native Connections program, you guys. Hopefully we can see you guys sometime soon. Thank you.
Many people have been touched by addiction, either directly or indirectly. Join us as we educate and break the stigma associated with addiction. Together, we can start a revolution and bring the disease out of the darkness and into the light.
Are you addicted to drugs? Narcotics Anonymous can help. If you are interested in Narcotics Anonymous and cannot make it to a physical meeting, or are wanting to experience the Fellowship of Recovering Addicts online, visit virtual-na.org to learn more about online meetings and meetings over the phone.
I went and served my country.
I saw horrible things.
I started using drugs on deployment.
I started when I got home.
I'd get high in the morning.
In the afternoon.
At night.
I wanted to stop using drugs, but I couldn't.
I couldn't.
I lied to my family.
I lied to myself.
Then I found a safe place.
Narcotics Anonymous.
And I stopped and got clean.
I stopped.
I stopped.
You can stop too.
We thank you for watching today and having an open ear and coming in the spirit of being together in community. So everyone is welcome to be here at Bethel at any time. If you wish to talk to me, the easiest way would be to see me in the community, of course, and to be welcome, because everyone is welcome, to our worship on Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your spirit in making our community what it is.
This Rough Rider rodeo that we're at today, the Berger family, Shad in particular, is the organizer, but this whole history of this area involves our nation. Mandan itself is named after one of our tribes, the Mandan head out to the Rikra. And so our history is very rich here. All the parks that we have here, all the monuments that we have are all symbolic of how we lived here for thousands of years. And so when we were approached to say, how would you like to put together a show, a rodeo or so, in which we feature some of the cultural aspects and history, we said, yeah, of course we'll do that. So we became a major sponsor of this particular event. It's important when people come here to watch this rodeo that they understand the meaning of the history and people that were here before and they're still here today. With your dancers, their history, the singing, the teepees and things of that nature. And these are celebrations that go on all warm summer long, right? And so we start in May and we end up this last week in the United Tribes, where we have thousands of dancers and singers and tens of thousands of people, 100,000 people that come into the city to enjoy the culture. And it's kind of like the grand event of all the summer dancing in powwow. We work a lot with our youth. We sponsor training, rodeos, all for our youth, because long ago, our MHA people were top competitors in the world out in NFR long ago in the 50s and the 60s. MHA riders and the Hall of Fame on a national and state level were there. Now we've gotten a position that we can help promote the sport again. You see a lot of our young athletes or young adult athletes starting to rise up to go back to compete at that level, on the world level. So we're going to be so excited in the years to come here, in the next decade. All the riders are going to come out of this area and perform at that kind of level, and who knows, be world champions like we've had in the past.
Anyone can choose to make a difference. You can help people succeed, rebuild after disasters, protect the environment, or feed the hungry. Not only will you make a difference for others, but for yourself. You can earn money for college, learn career skills, and make friendships that last a lifetime. Make a difference. Choose your future. Choose AmeriCorps.
I was 26 years old. I was sitting in my truck in the parking lot of a movie theater getting high.
I was an outcast my whole life, like I didn't know where I belonged.
Knocking my head against the wall over and over and over again.
So I came to Narcotics Anonymous. I heard a message that made my ears pop.
People who I can relate to and identify with. Managed to heal relationships, start families, and be happy with life.
Drug problem? We can help. We've been there. Narcotics Anonymous.
Memories. Have you been in Newtown all of those years? Right. Thank you very much. Well, enjoy your special day, and thank you for sharing it with us. Jenny.
Happy birthday, Jenny.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jenny. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jenny. Happy birthday, Jenny.
MHA Nation Parks and Reserve hosted the first hike down by Lost Bridge on the Little Missouri River.
Mary Fredericks, I'm the Program Director Administrator of the Three Affiliated Tribes Parks and Reserve Program, and we are having our first official hike in our Three Affiliated Tribes National Park. We're pretty excited about it. We've been working on this project for about 2 years, and we have a trail cut in. We'll be opening it via website. You can get permits on the website. We're very lucky. Our tribe purchased about 2,100 acres right off the reservation, just straight south of our reservation on the Little Missouri River. And we worked and got the land put in trust. And now in August, the Secretary of Interior signed a proclamation. And so our park is now within the boundaries of Fort Berthold. And we're going to be able to move that sign that says "Welcome to Fort Berthold" from the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill. So we're pretty excited, and I'm thankful that our tribe is committed to preservation and conservation, and I feel like ecotourism is going to be a big thing. This will be a place where people can come and be introduced to the park and introduced to our landscape, the natural resources we have. Start to look at our culture, and then they'll push in and go to the interpretive center, get more information on our culture, and just starting to educate people and become more friendly with our neighbors.
Hikers were offered blood pressure and sugar tests and a water station set up along the trail, and even TAT Fire Management was on the scene.
Today we were just helping out with Parks and Rec and help getting things set up. Just helping out where we can.
Real good exercise, and I recommend.
Yeah, it's really nice to see that the whole couple of families went up there with their kids, and like I kept thinking the whole time that it's nice for them to be able to get out there, wear them out before bedtime. That's a great way to do it. Get back to the basics again.
I would say just if you're interested, contact us via the phone, and we'll talk. And their next big push is for our visitor center up on top. We're always going to work on trails and keep doing trails, and it's a development process. We're just going through developing.
Check out the website for more information and to apply for a free permit for you or your group to hike your very own MHA Nations National Park.